Avalon needing any more physicality or any more motivation to be physical, what is Joey Jet Avalon going to be like under kind of the de facto tutelage of John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, covering all the bases for you, but is Bravo recruiting?
I mean, Bravo's always looking to add to that Bravo family here in AAW. I mean, you got Hartenbower, you got Davey Vega, you know, you've had Larry D that's been a part of this team. You got to remember that bounty is still out on the head of Rush Jones by John capital letter E, period, Bravo.
Nice duck kick by Brant Castle, a champion powerlifter, 500-pound squat, 600-pound deadlift. Deceptive power by this man. But Penny just got his head taken off by Joey Jet Avalon. He's very unconventional and uncouth, but he always brings results, does Avalon.
And Joey Jet Avalon, he's one of those guys, you know, 10-plus year veteran. He's been chomping at the bit here, trying to get his name out here, trying to get into a company like AAW. You know, this is a guy you talk to him, he says, I've been toe-to-toe with some of the very best that the Midwest has to offer. And you know what? Now I am the best of the Midwest. Now it's my time to shine as he's toying with Brant Castle. What does it look like him and Hartenbower are on the same page? Castle now makes the tag to Sahara.
Sahara is undefeated here in AAW. We've seen him before here on AAWALIVE, based his career in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. Wants to be that symbol of strength and empowerment for the LBGT community. And we'll see if he can deliver here against Hartenbower, who, let's face it, when you've got the big mouth and the big bucks of Johnny Bravo backing you up, there's not much room for error if you're Hartenbower.
Sahara now peppering Hartenbower with those kicks, and a step-up enziguri lands flush, followed with a one-legged drop kick. You gotta think, Johnny Bravo on the outside there. You know, I'm putting my money behind the horse known as Hartenbower, and you're getting taken to the shed right now by Sahara and Castle. What am I paying you for? You can't get the job done against Rush Jones. Why you can't get the job done against these two?
Well, there you see that overpowering nature of Hartenbower. I think Sahara was looking Northern Lights, but did not come to pass. And now Hartenbower, obviously, he loves those short spurts. He loves those just aggressive bursts of offense. And if Hartenbower can open this matchup up like this, he's in his wheelhouse.
Running knee strike into the corner as referee Donovan Armstrong checks on Sahara. Makes the tag now as Joey Jet Avalon, the legal combatant. You know, we've seen Joey Avalon here in AAW a couple times in the past, a mixed bag of results, but you gotta think a victory here might cement a spot for him here on AAW Live.
Maybe Joey Avalon has his sights set on the bounty on Rush Jones's head.
You know, obviously we're hot and heavy off the heels of an incredible night of action at AAW Unstoppable. Replay available on Fight TV.
One of the most unpredictable nights we've had in quite some time. Rolling with the punches all day, cards subject to change. But what we saw was a locker room full of athletes, men and women, step up in a big way to make a statement at the end of 2021. And we saw an emotional, dramatic homecoming as Ruby Soho came back to AAW.
Yeah, that aforementioned forbidden door kicked wide open here at the Logan Square Auditorium.
That's a moment so many people have been waiting 5 years to the day for. If you were not a part of that, what I think is going to have to go down as one of the most memorable moments in Ruby's career, you can be a part of that as well. Replay on Fight or AAW On Demand or High Spots Wrestling Network.
Now these frequent tags between Avalon and Hartenbower starting to show some tag team acumen. Peppering Brant Castle with a chop, follows up with a short knee. That was Hartenbower.
That sound spoke volumes.
Think about some of the other action that we saw, you know, at AAW Unstoppable. The AAW Tag Team titles, of course, were on the line as Hartenbower hits that sit-out face crusher. As Ace Perry and Hammerstone made work of ACH and Joshua.
Do you think that Johnny Bravo has his sights set on tag team gold too?
Oh, Hartenbower hoisting onto the shoulders.
I would love to see a collision between Hartenbower and Hammerstone in the tag team title.
Avalon laying the boots to Sahara halfway across the ring. Brant Castle's in a bad, bad way as the team of Avalon and Hartenbower seem to have something similar in mind for their opponents.
Is it anything you can do I can do better?
Well, taking a little bit too much time in a meeting of the minds, center of the ring. Avalon and Hartenbower not on the same page here.
We can see a big-time upset. Avalon and Hartenbower back on the same page, at least for a moment. But I don't know if it's ego. I don't know if it's just used to being the alpha male in your squadron, but Avalon and Hartenbower having some major growing pains out here.
And a savant kick from Avalon to Brant Castle.
Castle, a 3-year pro, a catch wrestler, in addition to his powerlifting acumen. He's got all the athletic skills, but just being manhandled.
He's back up, and Hartenbower turns him inside out with a lariat, goes for the cover. 3, and that's gonna do it. The charges of John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, picking up the victory here on AAW Alive.
Smile a little too big when you say it.
5 minutes, 47 seconds, your winners, showing Avalon and Hartenbower.
Hey, Damien Chambers, you have a match with Karam tonight on Alive. Just wanted to get your thoughts. We know you were back here warming up. Don't want to interrupt you, but just how are you feeling going into this?
You know, anger is the one emotion that I've always been able to harness better than anything else. Karam, you thought it was a good idea to attack me from behind? Tonight's the night I get to unleash that anger. I get to show the world what I harnessed. I get to show you why the world only makes sense if you force it to. So Karam, if you want a battle, here I am to give you a war.
Thank you once again, fans, for supporting AAW Pro Wrestling. Manners. Wild Night
Man, don't ask the question. You know what, actually, what's your question? Let me hear your question, Kev. Give me your goddamn question. Give it. Come on, give it to me right now.
It's
Can you say it? Can you say it?
Silas Young came out there and he called you something
No
I'm not going to
shit.
repeat.
No shit. Yeah, the last real man, Silas Young, everybody. You've been gone for 5 years and you decide to show back to the promised land, you know, your rightful throne, being a king here at AAW. Guess what, bucko? Listen here, jackass. You've been gone. You've been sitting up high, sitting in Ring of Honor on your goddamn chair wrestling once a fucking week. While I've been in another highway, another town for the last 5 goddamn years. I've been running around these roads, wrestling every night of the week if I could, because I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the fame. I'm in it because I love this.
Singles action, a rare singles action for Axel Rico, about to kick off here on AAW Alive. You know, sending our well wishes, of course, to Rico de la Vega. Hopefully, as crazy as this is going to sound, hopefully we can see him back in an AAW ring sometime soon.
Who are you, Tyler?
No, it's 2022. I'm turning over a new leaf.
I'm a fan of the old. Okay. Axel Rico, one-on-one with Sean Logan. Sean Logan's a comer here, early 20s. He really stepped up in a big way a few months ago when he answered, I should say, an open challenge that was issued by then AAW champion Freddie Ahai. And Logan's been looking for that traction, that momentum ever since. And it can be frustrating, Tyler, when you're young in your career and you can't string those wins together. Maybe you second guess yourself a little bit. I feel like that's where Sean Logan is now. He's just trying to find himself in this world.
You know, I mean, all it takes is that one signature moment, that one victory to start a wave of momentum. And for Sean Logan, he's been looking for that for quite some time here in AAW. You know, always kind of been that bridesmaid, never the bride. Has looked sharper and sharper every time he steps into an AAW ring. Speaking of sharp, very impressive dropkick there from Axel Rico.
You can't deny the progress of Sean Logan. You can't deny the success of Axel Rico. I mean, La Sociedad were able to, I'm not going to say earn, but they won their spot on the roster, no matter how those means may have been, nefarious or otherwise. And Rico's been a thorn in the side of some of AAW's finest, and had a cross encounter with Russ Jones back at the Windy City Classic. We know his past issues with Likes the Sky Blue, so Axel doesn't always have the best luck in the world, but he's still around, so he's tough. I'll give him that.
One thing that he does get more and more impressive every time out. Big back suplex there from Sean Logan. But you know, when you speak about La Sociedad, but yeah, you know, it's been alternative means for them to gain their spot here in AAW. But one thing you cannot deny is they have earned that spot. They have earned these opportunities. It's a 2 count there from Sean Logan. One thing you can't discredit from Sean Logan, every time he steps into the ring, he does get a little bit more and more impressive. He's getting a little more aggressive every time he comes in. He looks to take more and more chances, more and more opportunities. Maybe this is something that he's gained stepping into the ring with one of the very best in the world in Fred Yehi.
Maybe this will be Sean Logan's day. We talked about Axel Rico not being accustomed to singles action.
Nobody home on the split leg moonsault. Rico able to evade the attack. Now charging in with another drop kick, sending Sean Logan into the corner. Rico charging in with the European uppercut. And a running knee strike takes down Sabotage.
And that entire flurry of offense started when Logan made an ill-timed risk. The split-legged moonsault didn't pay off.
And a Widowmaker from Axel Rico hooks the leg, gets the W. Rico picking up a victory in singles action.
Anybody that says the Sociedad aren't a formidable foe,
in 2 minutes,
Axel, proving you're wrong.
Your winner, Axel Rico.
I don't necessarily like to say it, but an emphatic, decisive victory here. And what is this?
Wait a second. Hartenbower coming out to the ring.
Well, and Johnny Bravo's with him, and Axel Rico looks like he wants nothing to do with these guys. These are like 2 magnets repelling against each other. I'm not sure who would want to have less to do with the other, but look at the ring.
Hartenbower.
Sean Logan looks very uncomfortable. I don't blame him.
We've seen Hartenbower and Logan have a differing of opinions with one another in AAW in the past, but
Hartenbower's beaten the hell out of him a couple of times in a couple of matches here in this building even once. But he's a bit of a softer touch from Hartenbower here tonight. They're letting him walk out in his own power, and is this more of Johnny Bravo's machinations? What's the deal here?
If I'm Bravo, I'm thinking maybe it doesn't matter whom it is, maybe it matters how many there are.
I don't really believe in fate or anything like that. I believe that we make our own destiny. But I don't think it's a coincidence. Exactly 5 years ago today, I had my last independent wrestling match here in AAW. This is where the foundation of my career was built. This is where I flourished, right in front of you. And I'm on top of the world to be back, honestly. And I knew that when I came back to the Indies, I was going to be particular about who I wanted to face off with. I knew that I wanted to be against the best.
Heidi. I'm sorry. Ruby Soho. It has been brought to my attention that you decided to challenge the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, in your triumphant return to AAW.
But I know you are the best wrestler in this building. I know that. And that's why I wanted to face you today.
This isn't about giving back. Some of us never left. You see, because every show I've been here since you left, I have had to look up at the banner on my walk back to the locker room and see your face right there beside all the great ones. Not mine, a former 2-time AAW heavyweight champion. No, I don't get a banner.
There's a reason my face is on that banner. There's a reason that I helped build this company. There's a reason I'm back here on the exact day that I left. It's because this place is special. This place is my home.
I should be happy right now, right? I should be excited about this, you know? It all started here in Logan Square, and here we are again. And I'm finally Heritage Champion, and nobody can take that from me. Not now, not tonight. But, I mean, this is all I could think about. Look at my face, you see this? I'm a clean-shaven guy, but this isn't clean-shaven, is it? All I could think about was this match. All I could focus on was this match. I couldn't even keep my hygiene up because this is all I could do, was train, was be ready.
And you were.
And I was, you're right, no, I was. I mean, look. But that was a blindside. I mean, this was me and Myron against the world here. We worked so hard to be something in the wrestling business. We worked so hard to be champions. You know, and I thought that we rode for each other. We always did. He had my back when they put their hands on you. He had my back when it was 2-on-1. What changed? I mean, is this really worth it, Myron? Is this worth everything we've been through? I don't know, man. I'm gonna celebrate. It's all I can do. But you're gonna have to answer for that. You owe me that much.
And he will answer for it. For now, just be here with me.
Okay.
Be happy.
Thank you.
Because you did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Anyone-
and I'm proud of you.
Anyone but Hakeem. Anyone but Hakeem. That's what we said. And now here we are, Myron. He's out of the picture, and it's me, and it's you. Now what?
Why did you do that? Like, I thought you were gonna kill me, man.
Why would I kill you? I've already beat the shit out of you twice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I like that you keep coming back. You got some fight in you, man. I like that. Okay. We like that. Bravo. What do you think of this guy?
And you know what? You're my pet project. He can be yours.
Yeah, you like that idea?
Yeah.
Relax. See, we gotta get you some new treads. We gotta get you some suspenders, a tie. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Okay. I've taught him well.
Two of the brightest up-and-comers being featured here on AAW Alive, about to get underway. Joe Dombrowski, I'm putting you on the spot. The Muscle, or Mr. Chambers, who's picking up the W here tonight at the Logan Square Auditorium?
Well, if our last edition of Alive is any indication, we saw Chambers talk about the fact he wants a regular spot on this roster. He wants a major opportunity to become a player. But before he could even finish that thought, Karam absolutely beat the hell out of Mr. Chambers, and obviously you look a little beneath the surface here. We know Karam works with Akeem Zane. Nice takedown by Chambers here, fight of his life, but we know Chambers has traveled with and traveled in the same circles as Ace Austin. This issue manifests the Akeem Zane, Ace Austin, Myron Reed issue we saw on pay-per-view a few weeks ago at Unstoppable.
Oh, and Karam peppering Chambers with a shot.
To answer your question, no, it's going to be
as dominant of a force as there has been in AAW is Karam, but Damien Chambers, high elevation on that drop kick. Well, one of the most well-put-together young men I've seen in quite some time. Recently celebrated, if I'm not mistaken, his 1-year anniversary of being a professional wrestler.
I think Chambers, out of everybody we see regularly here on Alive, has about as big an upside as any of them. And I give him all the credit in the world. I vouch to him for accepting this challenge against Karam. But man, Chambers is biting off a hell of a lot, and he got caught in midair.
Caught in midair, and then a ricochet clothesline off of the ropes. Karam meets him on the floor here at the Logan Square Auditorium.
There were about 3 or 4 points of impact, and Karam did one thing. I mean, that's how devastating Karam is when you get in his clutches. This man gets bigger. He gets heavier, he gets bulkier, he gets more powerful. Each and every time we see him, the man's an action figure come to life.
It's not often that Damien Chambers is in there with somebody larger than him as he gets thrown with reckless abandon into the guardrails.
And Chambers is tough. Chambers has survived professional wrestling, he survived other sports before this. He can withstand a beating, without question, but the onslaught of Karam is unlike any of compare that you can find up and down this roster, or for my money, mostly any other.
Suplex there from Karam as he hooks the leg going for the cover. referee Derek Jones only giving him the count of 2.
And Karam is seeing Mr. Chambers, but he's thinking Ace Austin, he's thinking Myron Reed, he's thinking stay away from Akeem Zane. We got what we wanted. We got the championship. We got you guys' head. We had the girl. And Karam and Zane would love to ride off into the sunset happily ever after, but we know the Heritage title division is far more competitive than that, and there are always repercussions and answers for your actions, even if you're Hakeem Zane.
Karam now scooping Chambers up. Chambers trying to battle out. The fall-away slam puts him down right where he came. Karam now with another cover. Only able to get the 2.
Of course, if you want to see that collision, Zane, Austin, Myron Reed from Unstoppable, you can find the replay right now, AAW On Demand or on High Spots. See all the fallout from that confrontation, and certainly you can go back into the archives as well, the Windy City Classic. What a wild bourbon street fight that was. It was about more than the championship at that point, as Austin and Myron came guns a-blazing, looking to avenge that assault on Gia Miller that took place right here in Logan Square back in the month of September.
Karam now going for a heavy strike. Jawbreaker there from Damien Chambers. That might be the opportunity that he needs. Uses a little bit of that agility that he has to evade the attack of Karam, and a jumping knee strike catches him on the jaw.
Karam had a faraway look in his face, glazed over look in his eyes. Chambers may have an opening.
Oh, and a high crotch back suplex there from Chambers.
Yeah, smart move by Chambers, who's able to get underneath the larger man and leverage him over with that deep high crotch. And now it's Chambers with that look on his face.
And instead of clasping the hands like one normally does on that, what he did was he went to the wrist, got as much leverage as he could on that takeover. And just like that, Karam able to scoop him up and put him down, sidewalk slam, center of the ring.
And near fall, and as impressive as that suplex was, there was only one shot. It was only one bit of the arsenal of Chambers, and you can see that recovery time of Karam, second to none, back in control already.
When you're in there with an athlete like Karam, you have to have more than one loaded up in the chamber, so to say. You can't just think one shot at a time. You got to be 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps ahead, because now he's just caught in the deadly grasp of this full Nelson.
Yeah, it looks like Karam's got the fingers locked as well.
Trying to shrug off with everything that he has, but Karam...
Oh, he broke the hold!
Oh! Chambers able to break the finger lock of Karam and now hoists him onto the shoulders.
It's almost like Chambers was able to run the back of his head.
Death Valley into a knee and an upset's brewing here on Alive.
Oh!
Karam out at the last second.
And I'll tip my cap to Damien Chambers. No disrespect to him, but I never thought he'd get such a long 2 count, come that close to unseating Karam in the path of dominance he's been on.
Now Damien Chambers heading up to that high rent district. Looking for a home run shot. Oh, gets caught midair. Karam hoists him up, puts him down with a spine buster, and now stacks up his down foe. And just like that, Karam only needs a split second to take advantage and pick up a W.
5 minutes, 43 seconds, your winner, Karam.
Another official out here.
Violent scene in Logan Square tonight. This man gets in the ring with a former heavyweight champion who looked very, very angry, the savage weight Fred Yehai. What happened out there?
What do you mean what happened? You saw it, I saw it, he saw it, all these fucking people saw it. It doesn't matter what happened. Fred tried to murder me in the middle of that ring. I don't know what the hell he pulled out of his knee. What kind of referees you got here? Right? He pulled out a damn pair of pliers, a screwdriver. He tried to stab me in the face. I don't know, rip my teeth out. Fred is a monster. He tried to murder me. He should be in jail. But the thing that we're not talking about right now is where the fuck Matt Fitchin is. Where is Matt Fitchin? Where is he, huh? Oh, he's at home crying. You don't know why he's not here? I'll tell you why he's not here. I'll tell you why he's not here. He's not here because he knows the second he steps in a building where I am present, that big belt, it's mine. You know it, I know it, he knows it, and so does Fred, which is why Fred was trying to kill me. So Fitchy, I'll see you soon, buddy. And Fred, whatever the hell that was, yeah, bring it again.
Let's send it back to the ring.
Definitely a contrasting of styles here in this tag team contest. Charlie Kruel and Blair Onyx teaming up to take on two athletes that I consider them the mean girls of the AAW women's division, and Hyan and Sahara.
Yeah, a couple of bullies when you look at it, and a couple of athletes that have been very territorial as far as their spot in this organization, but you know they've earned that spot every step of the way. And Blair Onyx, we've seen a couple of times before, and Charlie Kruel, I believe this being her AAW debut, gonna look to put a dent in that armor. And again, we speak so many times about the uprising of young female talents here in AAW. It seems like every time we come around a new episode of Alive, there's a debuting star looking to hitch their wagon to the AAW women's division. Check out this grid.
Skyday special there from Blair Onyx. Very unorthodox is her style.
Without question. Well, when you call yourself the Arachnid, you know, you're not like Reed Orphans on weekends. You know, you got some straight topics.
A round kick from Onyx. Hyan thinking better, maybe time to make the tag to Sahara. Sahara's that athlete that she's been here for a very, very long time here in AAW, and I feel like she feels like she's never gotten her due.
Well, you saw that frustration on Sahara kind of boil over to the surface when she got in the face of Allison Kay during the Windy City Classic after Sahara was unsuccessful in that Top Contenders 4-way matchup. Oh! And I'm not sure what the status of that budding rivalry is now that AK is no longer the AAW Women's Champion, but Sahara is sick of waiting her turn. I think she's going to seize opportunities, whether they're gifted to her or not.
You know, it's not often that you say that the 21-year-old athlete, 22-year-old athlete is the ring veteran of the contest. Showing that veteranship there.
She's somebody that's immersed herself in this industry. She brings just unlimited power, and this relationship, this partnership with Hyan has really just brought out the strengths of both athletes.
The Renaissance woman loading up a chop, nobody home though. Charlie Kruel trying to evade the attack, and now looking to make another frequent tag. In comes Blair Onyx.
Yeah, frequent tags is what you need, and maybe a quick double team. Takes her down. Hyan landed high up right around the back of her head.
Now Onyx looking to capitalize on the opportunity given, charging in full steam ahead. Splash in the corner.
Imagine what a win here would mean if you're able to defeat Hyan, someone that called herself the Renaissance woman, that called herself just the pinnacle of this women's division for many, many months, and in the eyes of many was the MVP of this women's division in 2020.
I mean, she called herself the uncrowned champion time and time again.
You gotta believe she's still got her eyes on Sky Blue. They have a rich, rich history that may never be over.
Onyx sent crashing to the outside.
Remember that I Quit match Hyan and Sky Blue had once upon a time.
Well, and you're talking about Sky Blue, the AAW Women's Champion. You got to remember, she can't take her eyes off Christy Janes right now, her former best friend.
Not at all, yeah. And that's the ones that love you and you love always hurt you the most. And I don't think Sky Blue ever saw that coming, and I don't think we saw this coming. Check this out, bending the base of the spine across the edge of that ring post, and look at the look on the face of Hyan as she just torques back with all of her strength.
And that's very smart by Hyan. She's done her homework on Blair Onyx. She goes for the cover. It's the leg. Only able to get the two. She knows that Blair Onyx likes to evade the attacks, using that back bridge, using that unorthodox back bridge to get herself out of the way and then get back up to her feet, bending her across the ring post. Think about the pain that's going to put her in to use her own specialty maneuver.
Oh, without question. It's not only going to cause physical pain, it's going to rent space in your head, but check this out. The offensive onslaught. I see Sahara.
Sahara as aggressive as they come. I think you said it best. She's done waiting for the opportunities. She's taking the opportunities. And right now, she's looking to take away the opportunity that Onyx and Kruel have here on AAW Live.
I'm definitely not going to tell her she's wrong. And with Hyan, the fact that Hyan's better than we've ever seen before, the frequent tours in the UK she's been on, she gets better and smarter every time we see her month in and month out.
Throwing everything she has into these knee strikes. Next suplex coming, dumps her down, center of the ring. Hyan now looking to make the cover, hooks the leg.
All impact, but a near fall as Hyan looking to reassert that dominance and reassert her position in the AAW women's ranking.
I mean, you got to think between Sky Blue, Christy Janes. Hopefully we see Lady Frost here in AAW sometime soon. Obviously was not able to make AAW unstoppable. But
don't forget about AK.
Can't forget about AK.
Don't forget about that corner post either, because we had a very rough, aggressive collision there with Hyan's shoulder and the steel.
Again, able to evade the attack one more time was Blair Onyx.
Onyx is building some momentum, taking out two of AAW's best.
Double flatliner, who better than Onyx?
Oh, what an upset this could be.
Oh, and just instinctively grabbing that bottom rope was Hyan.
Well, Onyx is not letting it shake her mood. She seems focused and confident.
Battling out everything that she has with Hyan. Now tearing at the face of Blair Onyx. Oh, clawing at the eyes.
Well, sometimes that desperation move that can be the difference maker. Sahara back in. Onyx kicking away. Fights free. Here comes Charlie Kruel, who sometimes is childlike in nature, but better take this seriously, or else she'll get dumped on her head.
A release German suplex by Sahara. Stops her dead in her tracks. Backpack stunner! Good night, Irene. There's nothing doing there.
You can see how quickly Sahara changed the mood, changed the tempo, and scored an emphatic win.
6 minutes, 20 seconds. Your winners, Hyan and Sahara.
We about to go live it.
I'm gonna turn up. God dang, boy, that bright ass light. Hey, you better get it though. You better get it. You better see it. That is the flyest, the most swaggiest Christy Janes, Brazilian Life Slayer, Brazilian Wonder Woman, and you already know me, all about me, the swag champion. Girl. And we done with 2021.
That's right, because we are going
where we going?
into 2022, the champs. The swag champs.
Yeah, girl, she do it. See, that's us. That's us. We are the swag champs. We do this thing because me and you, we are not the same. Now we're gonna pop this bottle. We're gonna do our thing, and we're gonna go out on the night shift.
AAW Pro fans.
Yeah, y'all can take part. You can take part in the celebration of the most swag.
New Year.
Ooh, look at that swag. How the bottle come off on the swag on the deal. Give me some, boom, boom, boom. Get yours, boom.
Now excuse us while we celebrate our wins.
Splat out.
Good year.
Ooh, lock it in.
Let's go catch this flight, baby.
Yes, girl. Swag champs are out. Got a flight ticket.
Damien Chambers, you said you wanted revenge. You said you were coming with war. What happened? What happened? I beat you. I'm gonna beat you every time you come at me. Damien, I'll preach something to you. You're good. You're talented. You're better than most. Good trainer, good everything. You're meant to be here. But the problem is, I am a different species. No matter how hard you work, I will always be a step ahead, even without trying. I am the epitome of a professional wrestler, an epitome of what's to be. So you come anytime, boy. I'll be sure to beat your ass anytime, any place, anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my face.
Main event here on AAW Alive, the love child of Scott Steiner, and Scott Steiner times 2, JJ Garrett. About to take on a man looking to handle some grown man business, Stephen Wolf.
Yeah, JJ Garrett's my favorite Galoob action figure, but he has his work cut out for him against a man who feels, rightfully so, that he's lost a year of his career. Stephen Wolf is back after injury. We don't see Camaro Jackson and the rest of the grown man business hanging around right now, but we've seen them dominant in their own right here on AAW Alive, and we'll see what Wolf does one-on-one. We'll see how strong that neck holds up against a man who's making a lot of waves for quite some time here in the Midwest in the form of JJ Garrett.
And also interesting to note, yes, Stephen Wolf had that neck injury. The thing that JJ Garrett primarily known for is that headlock. Some say that is the most lethal headlock in professional wrestling. These two men no strangers to one another. As you said, JJ Garrett making waves all over the Midwest. Him and Stephen Wolf both grew up in the same circle. They both spent time under a lot of the same people here in the Midwest, learning the craft, and then kind of went their own separate ways.
Based on their looks, I think they learned two vastly different lessons. Pace quickens.
The one thing that everybody that has ever come in contact with these two has always said, these are two of the very best prospects that the Midwest has to offer. And Garrett with a slap to the face of Stephen Wolf, much to the chagrin of the faithful here at the Logan Square Auditorium.
JJ seems very laid back. He's just a dude. He's out here doing his job, and man, he's focused. He's poised. He says he's all about peace, love, and swag. No offense to Ren Jones if you're watching out there, but JJ Garrett has had that focus on his face. That bicep kiss looks a little familiar too.
Turns right around into a teeth-shattering bicycle kick.
But Wolf's not in the mood to play games. We talked about the fact that Camaro Jackson, Mike Atlaw, they're not here. There's no quad father here in attendance. It's Wolf on his own at great extension, great hang time on that elbow. Wolf is a man who, even before his injury, felt very underrated and underutilized here. And Wolf's another one of those athletes that his time is now, and he's not going to wait around for someone to christen it as such. Wolf's going to take it.
Well, I mean, one of the things that Steve, it was always, who's the extra guy that we can throw into this match? Oh, Stephen Wolf.
Look at the eyes, not to cut you off, but look at the eyes, just look on the face of Stephen Wolf.
I've known Stephen Wolf since his first day in wrestling. I've never seen him this aggressive before. I've never seen this much anger and hatred out of a man. Out of this man specifically.
The man hit JJ Garrett so hard, the momentum took himself down. This man is physical, he is aggressive, he's got a vendetta against the world, and I think JJ Garrett came out here looking for some great competition and to show off a little bit, and Stephen Wolf had no interest in either.
Charging in with another thunderous chop. There's the one thing Stephen Wolf has said, since he said, you know what, it's time to handle this business, and it's time to handle it like a grown man. I'm not a tag team wrestler. I'm not this guy that you're gonna throw on the card just because you need an extra body. The show is all about Stephen Wolf, and AAW is about to see why everything is about Stephen Wolf. But speaking about everything, from the middle of the ring, a cannonball senton into the corner, and now Garrett stacks him with a cover upset brew, and no.
Incredible adjustment.
Frog splash.
Garrett was ready for Wolf to push off. Garrett caught himself on the bottom rope and came through with that splash. After the incredible hang time on the cannonball, Garrett is thinking a step or two ahead of his opponent. That could be the disadvantage of Wolf coming in with such a temper.
Outside of being known for his headlock, he's also known for being one of the most unorthodox, if not the most unorthodox opponent you're ever going to face into the ring.
Known for a hell of a mullet, too. And Wolf, we've seen Wolf discuss in the past being flat out offended at what he felt was an inferior level of competition on this program.
Clubs him in the back, and now flips him inside out into the Ace Crusher. Stephen Wolf hooks the leg, and just like that, Wolf able to pick up a W out of nowhere.
Yeah, that verticutter, as I believe it's been called a time or two, paid dividends.
Your winner, Stephen Wolf.
And if you're Stephen Wolf, I don't think you should be upset about the level of competition at all, but you should be pretty proud of yourself because, I mean, the sky's the limit for this man. He's determined, he's healthy for the first time in quite some time, and he's running his mouth. He's not going to be shut up. He's not going to be denied. Stephen Wolf, 2022 could be his year.
I think I've made my intentions here in AAW very clear. I want a title shot. It's been too damn long that I've stood my place in line and have waited ever so patiently and have watched everyone, and I mean everyone, skip the line and go ahead of me. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of being nice. I know what I deserve here at AAW. I know that I am worthy to be the AAW Women's Champion. So give me that title shot, and I will not fail.
AAW warning shots have been fired. This man, Davey Vega, is here to stay. He's not here to play, and he's going to tell you his way.
Alex Zane thought he could just come in here and take a spot. Thought he could take a spot from me.
Not taking your spot.
Not taking my spot.
The mighty Alex Zane has fallen due to this guy.
And you know what? Easy win for me. Easy win for us.
Always.
And you know what? Sorry, Alex Zane, but Taco Bell sucks.
Let's go, guys.
Once again, Russ Jones makes quick work of the competition. He beat that bum in just over a minute. It's just ridiculous, Russ. You know, we've been looking for competition since we came to AAW. And this man, since he's come under my tutelage, has been undefeated. Nobody's came close to touching him.
It's fucking funny how many guys come into this fucking town and talk about being tough. They talk about being the next big fucking thing. And yet, look, ain't no one fucking standing in my way, and I'm sick and tired of everyone taking what I deserve. This is AAW. This is my fucking house. So whoever wants next shot, please, say something, bitch. Fucking go.